Hello, welcome. I am Kos. Today I'm going to teach you how to play Uggs. More than just crouching and poking over and over again. Trading and being passive. Yeah, more than that. And you may think, obviously this is a video, I'm going to show you how to feint and do running attacks and backstep attacks and, baiting. No. I'm going to teach you how to crouch poke, but better. Alright, let's start with the basics. So obviously, if you're using an Ultra Greatsword in PvP, you're not just swinging around. You were crouching and poking. Why? Because it's good. It's meta. That's what we're here for. That's what it's all about. I mean, just crouch, poke. It's fast. It's long range. It's unpoisonable. And it has good tracking. What more could you ask for? It's the perfect move. Well, it has some flaws to it. The first is that you have to crouch. This, obviously, is what allows this to happen in the first place. It's what brings it into existence. But it's also slow. Crouch walking is very, very, very slow. Crouch running is not as slow, but it's still slow. It's slower than normal running. Crouch walking is slower than normal walking. So your opponent will always be able to outrun you. Always. Yes. Always going to be able to outrun you. So, what you usually end up doing is you just crouch and you walk after him. Maybe run after him, stop running, poke. But. Oh, but. The whole time, they just wait and wait. You poke, boom, they punish you, and you reset, and you go back, and you do it over and over again, and you lose. Why? Because the person knows how to play passive against Uggs. Wait for them to make a mistake, you get in close, back away, make them whiff. That's it. You lose. You're like, well, that's dumb. I just sit there, I crouch. And it is dumb. It is dumb. But there's a way to make it dumb in a different way. See, because this game has something called crouch buffering. So it allows me to, instead of just crouching and, risking going into a running attack, which is, very punishable. You can crouch, and then while you're running, you're holding running the entire time. From the very beginning, crouch, uncrouch, and you go. The reason for this is because the game is trying to, blend between the crouch into the run. You can see, my character even stutters when this ends. This also lets you to regen stamina while you're running. That's why you see people, doing this. To replace the FAP glitch. The FAP glitch still can make you go faster, but you don't have to open your menu, so it's better. Yes. So this allows you to go from crouching, run crouching. It allows you to be aggressive with crouch mode, and I'll show you what I mean. Allows you to aggressively crouch poke, which is just as broken as it sounds. See, its biggest weakness is that it's passive, but now it's aggressive. Now there's something else you can pair with this. Because obviously, I think this... Alright, so this is slower than this. Now, from here, it's super easy to react. Yes, it's easy to react. You just wait, they poke, you roll. They hit you once, you wait, they poke again, you roll, and boom, you're free of the vortex. We'll get into that later. They can also react to it out of your little crouch. I still don't poison. But another concept I already explained was that the game was, remember, trying to combine crouching and running, make it blend smoothly. That was brainless. Trying to combine crouching and running, going between them, and you end up getting constantly able to do crash attacks. Well, just like it will try to combine crouching and running, what we'll also do is try to combine crouching and you waving side to side. What this results in, okay, unnecessary, is on their screen, it doesn't look bad on your screen, but on their screen, it'll blend your waving animation and your poke animation, so that the beginning, like the first several frames of your poke, they won't be able to recognize. If you can recognize it, you're a legend, but most people can't. Really, this ends up being unreactable. So you can be constantly up in their face and whip out an unreactable attack. And unpoisonable. Unreactable, unpoisonable. Unpoisonable is very important. Yes, that is broken. That's, wave dash. Oh boy, we don't move now. I'm gonna lose. It's distracting. The other glitch that's important to making hugs just as strong as it is the crouch run recovery cancel. That's what I'm calling it. It's because you crouch and you run, and it is a recovery cancel. Oh my goodness, I'm so good. Maybe it's the latency. Yeah, I'm gonna bump the latency. Yes, healing. Because normally, you just roll catching. And then you come across a good player. Boom, you hit them with your poke. You're awesome. You hit them with a fast and poisonable attack. Then you have an advantage over them. There's nothing they can do to punish you right now, like at all. Pretty much no matter what you do. Anything you would reasonably do. Obviously, you don't then want to do like an tree slam or immediately go into explosive death slam, something that's really super counterable. So anything you'd reasonably do, and the only thing you'd reasonably do is poke or wait for them to roll so you can reaction roll catch them with your UG poke. Now, problem with this is, you're sitting there, boom, you just hit them. They're getting out of their heavy stun. And they decide not to roll. Because, they've seen this before. They know how this works. They roll, you hit them, and the process starts all over again. I still don't know what happened. But but there is a way to make it a true 50-50 vortex. What I mean by 50-50 vortex is that you could flip a coin, but really you're going to guess if your opponent is going to roll, or immediately they're just going to roll straight out of stun, or, which normally is what you could just easily roll catch, roll spamming, panic rolling, whatever. Or you're going to predict if they're not going to roll, they're instead going to try to either A, attack straight out of stun, which is really dumb, don't do that against Uggs. Or they're going to try to not roll. They're just going to try to back up, which normally you can't counter with Uggs. Like, oh, that sucks. They've decided, they have figured out the counter. I can try to poke them, but they're just going to react to it. Sad days. I only get one hit. But crouch and recovery cancel allows you to poke and then immediately go into another poke. This person should know how to do it. I fought them before. Oh, yes. No, they're not. Alright, see, they are waiting. They're not rolling anything. I can then do another immediate fast poke. See, now you saw what I'm talking about. I almost got hit by no long one. Okay. Anyway, so it allows me to immediately go into another really fast poke that they're not going to be able to roll out of if they chose to not roll straight out of stun. So this gives you the opportunity to predict. Are they going to get hit and then immediately roll? Are they going to get hit and then try to walk backwards and then maybe roll to react to your trying to not get them out of the vortex poke? But you're not going to land that ever. Okay, you're going to land it sometimes, but. So, you predict, boom, they're going to immediately try to strafe out of it. Boom, you hit them with another one, and they can't react to that. So then, boom, you have another hit, and they're still in the vortex. Now, what usually happens after this, the opponent's like, I'm going to be cool, I'm going to be collected, I'm going to not panic roll. But then you hit them in prediction of their not panic rolling, and they're like, oh shit. And then they roll. So you can then, hit them, boom, hit them again, and then hit them again. It's a vortex. 0 to deathing people is very, very possible with this. You just need to do several correct 50-50 reads. It's a lot easier than it sounds. Correct. Most people don't know. See, there, the correct thing for him to do, probably roll. Ah, see? The predictions. See, not a mind game. But I can still do this whole thing. They're dead. Because I predicted this right. And now they're dead. Anyway, so that is the 2 pieces of tech. I know that is a very roundabout way of getting to that. 2 pieces of tech that make Uggs utterly dominant. Not just dominant, but like the most. I'm going to say it is the most broken setup for duels right now. Like even stronger than dual spear. Now, maybe thinking if this only applied to this, obviously not. It's also very good with a 2-handed clean run, where this is totally unreactable. Of course, it doesn't do. It's very poisonable. It only does 40 poison damage. So it's less. It's not as good as Uggs, but it's faster. Way lower recovery. You have the good crouch attack weapon. Dual great speeds, which are less popular than Uggs. I don't know. They have good jump attack. They have an actually good neutral R1. Running attack is questionable. Running R1 is good. Moral of the story. It works with these two. It's gonna work for anything. Literally anything. These are the best 3 things for it. Because why do you want to use that attack? Honestly. So not wave dashing. Crouch buffering works for literally anything. Like I can do it with my bare fists. Rolling attack. Crouch attack, whatever. But you'll be wondering, what about crouch recovery cancel? Well, obviously, as I showed you with ISIS, it works out of your crouch attack. It also works out of, I actually don't know if it works out of anything. But it works out of, okay, first of all, you do this, you're going to get a crouch attack. Unless, it's very important, unless you use an Ash of War. Okay, so I use Mash of War, I crouch, and then I use Mash of War again. Okay, so that's slower. But it's not slower for everything. Most importantly, Moonveil. Moonveil has this little, I don't have Moonveil. Sorry. It's a strength character. I could go to my Moonveil character, but no. It has this little flick recovery. You know, you can cancel straight out of that and go right into another transient moonlight. Or you can roll. Yeah. So the tech works. Use this. Go break it. Turn the PvP scene into some ugly tech fest like it was in Dark Souls 3. I'm sorry. I'm doing like exactly what Revan did. But forgive me and have this tech. Use it however you want.